Hello everyone, I hope you are doing fine. So today we are going to take Unit 11 about, the title is At the Planetarium. So the vocabulary mainly is going to be about the solar system and its planets. Right? We're going also to take piece of grammar, object pronouns, and the imperative form. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to talk about is new vocabulary. So, solar system. Okay, how many planets do we have in the solar system? Okay, yes, there are 9 planets. Great. So, the first planet and the nearest to Earth, we call it Mercury. Okay. The second planet after Mercury is Venus. Right? Third, the planet in which we live, Earth. The Earth, alright? And the planet after Earth, and it is called, the red planet is Mars. Okay? Next to Mars is the biggest planet, Jupiter. Okay, it is named after the Roman god. And the planet after Jupiter, we call it Saturn, and it is second in size. Saturn, alright? Next is Uranus, right? It is Uranus. And the planet after Uranus, the blue planet, is Neptune. Right? Neptune. Right? And last but not least, the smallest planet, Pluto. Okay, so let's say them one more time. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Very well. Now, let's head to the piece of grammar, and this one is really easy. Alright, so it is about object pronouns. So, before we start talking about object pronouns, we should know what the subject pronouns are. So, please, you have taken this already, so why don't we remember the subject pronouns together? Alright? I, he for males, she for, yes, it, we, you, and they. Very well. Okay, so subject pronoun replace the subject in the sentence. Like for example, here we have we here, and also we have I, and other subjects, the proper subject, Shayna and the dog. So let's go straight and turn these subject pronouns into object. Right. So the object pronoun from I is me. Yes, like you love me. Yeah. And he turned he into him. She, her. It will stay the same. It, we turn we to us. And you will also remain the same, whereas they, we turn they into them. Very good. So, let's take some examples here. Okay, so we know that the sentence is consisted of subject, verb, and object. So, we have here the dog loves us. Of course, the dog, it is the subject. And love, we know that it is the verb. And here, object pronoun us, which is coming from we, right? Yes. Good. Now, you tell me in the second sentence here, the subject and the object pronoun. We invited Tom and Jerry to the party. So, yes, we is the subject, right? Invited, the verb. Okay, where is the object? Can you see any object pronouns here? Yes, indeed. Tom and Jerry is the object. To the party. So if I want to turn Tom and Jerry into object pronouns, which one of these pronouns should be replaced instead of Tom and Jerry? Yes. Okay. I will write the sentence. We invited them to the party. Right. So then here replace Tom and Jerry. Alright, another example. Shema ate lunch. Okay. Shema ate lunch. Alright, so the subject is Shema, verb, and object. So the object is lunch. Is it a person? Of course not. It's not a person. So we turn lunch into which one of the object? Yes, it. So I can say Shema or she ate it. She ate it. Okay, third example. I helped Saeed in his homework. Well, it is homework. Alright, so the subject I, verb helped, and Saeed is the object. So, which subject pronoun would we put instead of Saeed? Indeed, because it's a person and male, so we put him. So I can say, I helped him. Okay. Yeah. One more note. Yes, I put a note here. Object pronouns often come after preposition. We know some prepositions like of, to, for, and with, and so on. So let's take an example. I went to the cinema with him. I went to the cinema with him. There are many examples you can add. Here, and of course you are going to find them in your book. So this is it for object pronouns. So object pronouns once again are me, him, her, it, us, you, and them. Perfect. That's all for object pronouns. Okay, so after we talked about object pronouns and given many examples of it, now we are going to talk about imperative. So imperative, or giving orders, is to tell someone to do something. Like for example, stand up. I'm saying someone, stand up. Okay? Sit down. Do your best. Be nice to others. Like to be polite to others. Don't do anything bad, right? So all of these kinds of, all these sentences of imperative are merely positive. So we only put here infinitive, the infinitive form of the verb. But actually, there is a subject, but it's not important. The subject is, of course, you. So I'm saying, instead of saying you stand up, I just say stand up. Or I say you sit down. I can say, well, sit down, just sit down. Okay? So that's it for positive. So with positive, we put the infinitive form of the verb. We begin with the infinitive form of the verb. So the next one is negative. To tell someone not to do something. Like for example, don't sleep late. Or don't be rude. Don't be rude is the opposite of being nice. Or don't eat many sweets. It's harmful for your health, right? So here, We just said don't. We put don't plus the verb infinitive in infinitive form. Don't sleep, don't eat, don't eat, and so on. And there are too many examples in the world you can provide for yourselves. Right? So that's it for imperative form. So imperative form, we have two types of imperative. Positive and negative. In positive, just I put the infinitive verb, and in negative I put don't plus infinitive. Yes, one more thing. In order for us to be polite, I can add, before the verb, I can add please. I can say please before or after the sentence. Like for example, please don't be rude. Or I can also say, do your best. Please do your best, please. Okay? So that's it for imperative form. Let's go on and talk about phonics. So this is the time for phonics. So the sound in this unit is this one. How do we say this sound? We say it oi. Okay, we say it like oi. Okay, in letters, oi and oy combined together. So let's say it in oi, oil. Now I want you all to repeat after me. Oil, boil, soil, point, voice, noise. Okay. And oy, yes, repeat after me also. Boy, toy, soya, the soya sauce. You know the soya sauce, right? Oyster, that thing we eat from the sea. And joy, which means happiness. So this is all for the unit today. So what we have taken now is imperative form and the oi sound, and before it we took object pronouns and the vocabulary. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon, inshallah. Bye bye.